The IRSC Tutoring Center website has many resources for students. To access the site, go to irsc.libguides.com/tutoring-centers. For the main campus, select Tutoring by Campus, and then choose Massey Campus from the drop-down menu. You will then be able to select the subject area of your choice. Today, we are going to access the English and Writing resources on the website. Click on the Resources tab at the top of the page and then select English and Writing Resources. This will bring you to the main resource page for English and Writing. Along the top of the page, there are several clickable tabs that will give you access to different types of resources. To access the research paper resources, click on the tab at the top of the page. Note that all of the content will open in the same tab. On the main page, students will be able to see an overview of the research paper writing process, including guidance on understanding the assignment, including tips such as consulting your instructor and creating a writing schedule that leaves plenty of time for crucial steps such as locating sources, taking notes, developing an outline, and writing a rough draft. A schedule is important because students must be sure to leave themselves enough time to thoroughly research their topic, develop a thesis statement and outline, write a rough draft, and revise their rough draft before final submission. The example infographic on the research paper page provides a great template for a schedule that the student can realistically stick to, as it plans for 2 full months prior to the deadline to ensure the student has enough time to complete all of the steps. Students are encouraged to use this template as a guide to structure their own schedules for the paper writing process. Scrolling down beneath the infographic will bring the student to a plethora of resources to help guide them through the process. There are 3 columns of resources. At the top of the left-hand column, students will find the Writing the Research Paper Toolbox, which includes guided resources for the research writing process. Note that some of the words in this section are blue. That means that they are links that can be clicked to access the resources. Click on Topic and a new tab will open. This link directs to a web page with thorough guidance on choosing a research topic, such as getting ideas for the topic, considering the due date, brainstorming terms for research, and much more. There is even a table that shows how to cite different types of sources according to the required format, such as MLA or APA. Similarly, clicking on the thesis link will lead students to another thorough page of resources for writing a thesis statement, guiding the student through the process from thinking of a general topic to narrowing it down into a strong thesis statement. There is also a video on writing an effective thesis statement, and on the left-hand side of the page, there are more links to resources and guides, such as writing an annotated bibliography. The LibGuides database links to IRSC's full database of research resources, including books, articles, and more. Much of the LibGuides website is self-guided with links to databases by subject, textbooks, and more. There is also a link to Ask an IRSC Librarian, which will open an email box that students can use to send their question to a librarian. Students simply need to fill out their name, their email address, and their question, and then on the next page, hit Submit. There are also links for helpful services such as booking an appointment with a librarian, checking out a textbook online, and booking testing space and study rooms for use. Students are also encouraged to visit the library if they need more hands-on assistance. The hours and locations, along with phone numbers, are helpfully listed on the webpage. Each campus can be located by clicking on that campus's tab to see their specific hours, phone number, address, and more. Next to the LibGuides link is a databases link. Clicking on this link will redirect students right to over 100 databases organized in alphabetical order. Clicking on the letter at the top of the page will direct students to the databases that start with that letter. Students can also click on All and scroll down to see all of the databases on one page, organized in alphabetical order. Next, students can access help to set up their papers in MLA, APA, and Chicago-style formatting by clicking on those links. Clicking on MLA, for example, will bring students to the MLA Style Guide, which includes a template, overall guidelines, a sample MLA paper, and a video showing how to use the MLA template. The APA and Chicago Style links will lead to similar resources. Note that on these pages, the student still has access in the upper left-hand corner to the Ask an IRSC Librarian link. Finally, the Quote Sandwich link directs students to a PDF showing the quote sandwich, a helpful guide on integrating quotes into the essay. Students can save the PDF to their own computers by clicking on the arrow in the upper right-hand corner. To summarize, the quote sandwich consists of the top bread, which is the introduction to the quote or paraphrase, the filling, which is the quote itself, and the bottom bread, which is the explanation or analysis of the quote. Using this method ensures that students avoid simply dropping quotes into the paper without showing how the quotes support their thesis, and helps students instead fully utilize each quote with introduction and analysis. While these resources in the Writing the Research Paper toolbox provide plenty of assistance for students to get a jump start on planning and writing their paper, navigating below the toolbox guide will lead students to even more resources. Accessing the digital guides gives students help on aspects of writing such as general guidelines, drafting an effective thesis statement, using academic tone, and developing an outline. To access the digital guides, students simply need to click on the blue link for the guide they want to view. The PDF will open in a new tab. Once again, students can download by clicking on the down-facing arrow in the upper right-hand corner. Downloading the PDF will allow the student to then print the guide, save it to their computer, email it to themselves, or send it to their phone or tablet for easy access. This page also includes external resources. The middle column provides several links to external resources such as the Purdue OWL, Grammarly's Guide to Writing a Research Paper, and more. Students will click on the blue link to access the external resource. For example, clicking on Harvard's Guide to Structuring an Academic Paper will open a PDF in a new tab titled The Structure of an Academic Paper. Students can scroll down to access and read the guide in full, and can save the guide by downloading it using the arrow in the upper right-hand corner. Finally, the right-hand column includes video links on helpful topics such as developing a research topic and how to write a research paper. Students can click on the play button to view the videos without leaving the IRSC website, or they can click on the play button and then click the YouTube link on the video to open and view the video on YouTube. This has been an overview of the Research Paper tab of the IRSC Tutoring Center's website. To navigate to another page, click on the tabs in the top menu or return to Home for more options.